But what price? At what price? It says we are using it minimally and getting charged thousands. If you want to support the show in a different way, you can go to marfuglenews.com/VPN. And then we have $5,152 power bill. Texas winter storm hell only gets worse. This is crazy. It says, and as an historic winter storm raged across Texas over the weekend, Alakai Scott Amos received an alarming message from her power company. It says, please switch services because prices are about to explode. It says the 43-year-old owner of an organic skincare and apothecary shop was initially confused by the message from Griddy, which sells wholesale power for a monthly membership, but she began to look for other providers. Then she checked her bill. It says, I paid $450 for 1 day. That is more than I made at my minimum wage jobs for a 2-week check for 1 day of power. It says, I was in shock, Scott Amos told the Daily Beast on Wednesday. It made no sense because we have a gas heater. So on top of that, they actually had a gas heater in the house. It says a gas fireplace, and we have been keeping the temperature at about 65 degrees. With that amount of money and the labeled amount of usage Griddy said was used, we would have had to been lighting up the whole neighborhood. It says the nightmare only got worse on Monday when she realized her bill had increased by another $2,500. In comparison, Scott Amos paid $33 last year for the entire month of February. $33 for the entire month, this month, last year, $33. This year, $450 in a day. $2,500. You're talking about $5,600 for this this man's bill. It says, I don't have that type of money, she said. The name is Scott. That's so weird. Okay. Well, nowadays, you never know. I don't have that type of money, she said. I now owe Griddy $2,869, which is going to put me in debt. This is going to mess up my credit. Are they going to cut me off in the middle of this ongoing crisis? Scott Amos is not alone. Dozens of Griddy customers have blasted the wholesale power company for their outrageously high bills amid a winter disaster. How do they even do this? I mean, this is way worse than like... I mean, I think this is worse because this is putting people's lives in danger than the people that were charging, $20 for a mask in the beginning of this event here. The poachers or whatever you want to call them. It says, despite the astronomical price, it says Scott Amos is considered one of the lucky ones, as millions of people across Texas are still without power. So she actually has power. So that is one thing, right? But imagine that. Imagine having power or having the option. Say if it was those prices, I'm sure a lot of you would say, okay, I'm sleeping in a tent or I'm sleeping in my car. I'm not paying that. I think that's wrong. But I know that there's a lot of tough people out there that would say, hell no, I'm not paying you, and you can go shove it. Or they would use the power and then still say, shove it. We're not paying that. And then we have, a whole other group of people that I would sue. There's got to be something illegal there. What do you think? Would you pay it, or would you say, screw you, I'm not doing it? I guess here's the first comment of the day. So if you're watching the replay, comment underneath. But if you are live, would you would you just pay it? 2, would you say screw it and turn it off and say I'm not using your electricity? Or 3, would you use the electricity and say shove it? 1, 2, or 3. It says the storm, which bulldozed through parts of the central and southern United States this week, has killed at least 30 people and hospitalized dozens more who have resorted to dangerous measures to stay warm. It says this is a double-edged sword, Scott Amos said. Thankfully, we have power, But what price? At what price? It says we are using it minimally and getting charged thousands. Most people I know don't even have power, and I'm getting these outrageous bills. It's kind of like, that's kind of a big one. Zigwa, thank you. Praying for everyone being displaced into danger. Exactly. Samari Saktakai says brother-in-law in Killen, Texas, and has not had water or power for a week, below 0 temps. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Did you see the map we showed you last night? The entire country is in the 20s. I mean, like, it's nuts. We've never seen some of the places this cold. And then, of course, they're going to use this later on. They're going to say, in fact, if you haven't seen a recent 60 Minutes interview, I'll just pull up a screenshot here. Let me show you. So you can, and I'm going to reference this, I possibly will reference this multiple times during the show, where they talk about basically doing the programs up above us to keep the warming away, right? And to reduce carbon and everything else, right? This is pretty insane stuff that he's talking about. He's totally forgot about the other event, and now he has moved on to other stuff, right? So he is talking about an actual thing that many were made fun of and called crazy for. Of course, everybody looking up at the sky for the last 20 years was like, yeah, that's happening. And everybody else was like, yeah, sure. And now they're actually going to do it, and they're going to do it publicly, and people are going to thank them. Because obviously nobody wants to have a situation like this, right? Or snow in Athens, Greece, or snow in Israel. Yeah, that's happening. So, of course, we know about stuff since the 60s. In fact, even government documents have come out and been declassified. They've been altering stuff for a while, and they've had the ability for quite a bit. Just look at Vietnam. That was kind of the infancy, in my opinion. I'm sure it was way beyond that. What do you think? Ed G. Whalen, thank you so much. A lot of I would use it and shove it there, by the way. All those chats. Yeah, why does one person get so involved in absolutely everything? I would highly recommend you looking into EMP Shield. If you're new here and have not seen this, talk to anybody that has worked with these guys yet. This company is currently contracted with agencies like DOD, Department of Homeland Security, and they are officially on the DEMSO team helping prepare the Texas grid for an EMP/solar flare. Again, it can protect against all three phases of an EMP, E1, E2, and E3, and it can protect against solar flare. Make sure to go check it out. marfugglenews.com/EMP. Again, the most sold one is the car. Don't get stuck out in the snow after an EMP. Multiple ways to enter. Again, there is a contest going on. If you cannot afford one, this is why we ask them all the time to do more contests. Again, all you have to do is go like a couple places, subscribe a couple places, do those things, and you will be entered to win one. Go to marfugglenews.com/contest. There's multiple ways to enter, including daily bonus entries. Go to marfugglenews.com contest. Again, you have to go there for the contest.
Feed the haters to the alligators. Your way or the highway. See you later. DOD is the homie and Mr. Vader. If it wasn't for you, I would never made it. Whole city's covered by the clean made it. Now they listen to what we were saying. Doesn't matter if the manufacturer or created. But now